like on Hudson and Jonathan.
I'm just looking. What's going on?
There was a contest and they won. They got sweatshirts, but then Mia turned her sweatshirt because she doesn't like to wear them because it makes like stick out like that.
And you're like, but I like sweatshirts that stick out. You like your sweatshirt? What's on your sweatshirt? Unicorn. Hey, kiddo. What are you doing?
I'm just walking around.
I can't show him because he's not my kid. So, you like your sweatshirt? You like that book? How many books have you read in that series?
One.
Just one? I thought you read...
It's by, I think it's by the same author, but it's just,
To be careful.
yeah, she writes different series.
Oh.
That's just a different, that's a Cupcake Diaries, and then there's ones that have,
I read Katie and the Cupcake.
and then there's the Sundays.
Yeah, I thought you read something about Katie and the Cupcake or something like that.
I did.
Yeah. But it's a different series?
Cupcake Diaries? No, it's the same thing.
Okay, so this is the second book you've read.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then she's also read like books from the Sundays.
I haven't
Sprinkle Sundays or something like that?
Sprinkle, well that's the first, Sprinkle Sundays is the first one. I've read almost
Go
all
like
of
this,
them.
so that I don't have to keep hiding kids that aren't mine.
I think I've read
Thanks for
all of
putting
them when I
paint
was-
water all over my carpet.
I didn't even get under carpet.
ever buy clothes or shoes, so that is a huge blessing.
Wet that front sight there, boy. Time to cut down to haze. I always wet my sight when I'm fixing to do some shooting. Did anybody else ever do that as a kid? Take hangers and pretend they were bow and arrows.
They're just hilarious when they do them.
Are you gonna start juggling for the viewers?
I can't.
So
you can do it.
Learn. I'm not a very good juggler, but I was taught to,
You start with 2, yeah, I know that.
and the point is to get the flow going,
And then you have to start adding them.
and then you add the third, but I've never been able to get the third in.
Yeah,
And
see?
it's yeah, because I'm so used to this one. I can't.
That's what I'm like. I'm just like doing them one at a time.
I can't. But I did learn too, and I know that that's how you start, and then someone's supposed to like toss the third one in
Yeah.
as you start, and I've never been able to learn how to do it.
Someone probably fling it in my face and I just get a big smack.
Pretty much, because I have horrible hand-eye coordination. That's why I've never been able to play like baseball or volleyball or anything where a ball is going to go at you because
volleyball I can't play baseball.
But I can't because I can never tell where the object is until.
Here, can you hold on?
So get that going. See, you're trying to watch where it's going. You need to go for the feel.
I can do it.
Don't try to watch where it's going. Just get it going in a flow. Yeah, once that flow happens, then we can toss. So when life gives you lemons, learn how to juggle.
Hold on. Okay. Nope.
All right.
Lemons are gonna be bruised to death.
We need to start school here.
Here, you do it.
I have not shown my face, I believe, because life. I got dressed just before kids showed up that I babysit, but I babysat. They're gone now. And yeah, life has just been crazy. Many of you have asked, what am I doing for homeschool now? And a lot of it looks like this. What do they call it? Game schooling? Game schooling. This is Ridgecrestopolis. That's my hometown, was Ridgecrest, back in California. So it's Ridgecrestopolis. Now I think Monopoly is doing like town Monopoly.
There's one that I'm gonna get and one where we go to.
Yeah, but I don't like to tell people where we live, so don't say the town's name.
That's why I didn't say it.
So we do want to get that one. We're actually probably, I don't think my family will see this, but we're going to send that to my family for Christmas. So yeah, we're going to actually start. We have done Bible today. We want to get everybody together, Stephen?
Yeah.
We have done Bible today. We did that while we had the kidlets here. And so I have 2 kids that I babysit, and they're part of this homeschool experience with us. They are 5 and 3, just turned 3, and they're not used to our family setup. So what I have been doing to kind of teach them, hey, when teacher is doing her thing, you need to listen and be quiet, and you build up that habit, kind of like what you do in church. And the thing is that my kids have sat with me since they were babies in church, like where the pastor and we're all singing. They have never gone to, whose dollar is that?
I don't know.
They have never gone to like Sunday school where they can be, where things are happening. So they've always sat with us, and they've always learned from infancy that they need to be quiet, and it's just over time. Well, not everybody is like that. So I have been doing this thing where, hey, if you can be quiet and I just do 5 minutes at a time. You got to be quiet for 5 minutes. And what I didn't do today, and what I will do Wednesday when they come, what I didn't do is put a phone up with a visible timer counting down so that they can see progress. So on Wednesday we'll do that. Today we just did a few, I have mini chocolate chips. So we did like 3 or 4 depending on how well you did. The girl did phenomenal. She's been at school, so she has a little bit more practice. So she did phenomenal. So she earned more M&Ms, or more chocolate chips. So it's just what we're going to do. So we did get Bible done, and then I was like, I got to get her fed. She's got to get to school. So went and did a potato soup. I don't think I ever pulled out the camera. Oh, I did pull out the camera so I could have some footage, but we had leftover potato soup. I made a huge batch the other day, and so I just pulled that out for lunch today. Now we are going to sit and read Prince Caspian. We've been going through the Narnia series. We've been going through the Narnia series, and we're on book 2. I go by publishing date, not by the numbers. We're on book 2, which is Prince Caspian. And we're actually, after this one, going to stop because last night we finished. So our family read aloud has been Patterns on the Wall. You'll see this as a book review later on. And if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen this. So this was our family read aloud after dinner. We have just been slowly reading this. The chapters are long and the content is very slow. It's not a fast-paced book. But we finished this. Some of us really liked it. We also have colds over here. We don't have the virus. We have colds.
Give me it.
So if you hear
mine.
coughing, sniffling, it's that season, y'all.
I can play with it.
Hey, no. Anyway, so we finished this, and some of us liked it more than others. Then we learned that my husband has never actually read all of the Narnia books, and he has caught a little bit of the Narnia movie. And so we're on book 2, and the general vote in favor of restarting the series and doing it at the dinner table with Daddy. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to finish this book up and then just start books 1 and 2 all over again, because it's Narnia. It's not like it's a bad book to finish and then read all over again, right? So we're going to do that, but I'm going to finish. Oh, we start Catechism. So that'll be good because these are short chapters. So right now, for this time period right here that you're seeing, I will be picking this up and reading Prince Caspian. I'm trying to get this done, and I think we've got a few more pages. Hittite Warrior. This is during the time of the judges, and so this kind of tells it from a different perspective. The Hittite the Hittites, Hittite warrior right there. So this is told from the perspective of a Hittite. So that's kind of interesting. And then just seeing how God's favor was on the Israelites and how that looked like from the other point of view. This is published by Bethlehem Books. It's recommended for ages 10 and up, but pretty much I think all of my kids are okay with it. Katie, what are your thoughts on Hittite Warrior?
I like it.
What do you think about it? Meh. It's okay. You're not sure? What are your thoughts, Emma?
I give it 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would read it again, but that's because I don't really read books very
You don't
often.
read books unless you...
Unless I really like them, like the Melanie Dickerson, I will always read those. I will always read Anne, and there's another series I really like. Harry Potter is one, and Land of Stories. A lot of the series that are like really, really good, I'll reread. But
Little Women.
yeah, I like Little Women. I think I read Little Women like 3 times in my time.
Girl, the Limberlost.
Yeah, I like that one. No.
Just David?
No. I
No,
Dawn.
you read Dawn.
I read
Sorry,
Dawn,
not Just
and
David.
That one was really, really good. I really like that one.
What is Dawn about?
Okay, so it's about a boy. Oh no! It was pushed in the sadly. It's about a boy who thought his father had gotten a really bad, poorly written Treasure Island.
Mm-hmm.
And because like all the words were really squiggly and stuff, and he heard about someone who was blind, one of his not like really friends, but he was more of an elderly man, and he was blind, and he was like, what did you feel like when you were becoming blind? He was like, I didn't really know. And so, what is his name?
David?
I almost called him Jared.
14-year-old Keith.
Keith, yeah, that's right. Keith then started getting horrible vision, and then he became blind, and he was like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm blind. I will live in misery forever and ever. And then one girl in particular, what is that one girl?
Doesn't say.
Susan. That's the, kind of like his, it was more of like a servant, but more a servant for their family, but Susan felt more of like a mother to him because she's lived with him his entire life. And she was like, well, because you're blind doesn't mean you can't do anything. So she helped him learn how to dress his own stuff, even though he couldn't see, and learned how to write, learned how to read with the braille things. Braille language. And yeah. So technically he becomes blind. He's like, oh, I'm gonna live in misery for the rest of my life. And then Susan teaches him how not to.
To live.
Yeah, and he's had like multiple surgeries even though they can't fix it. He's had multiple surgeries trying to blah blah blah. There's one girl in particular that he liked. Oh, one of his friends, John McGuire, he became blind. So Susan, or not Susan, John.
Was it like an epidemic or something? Suddenly everybody's going blind.
Well, he was in the war. So something happened that he became blind. There was like an explosion or something.
Shrapnel.
Maybe. There's this one girl in particular. Oh, no, not Maisie. Maybe Maisie?
Well, figure out who Maisie is, and then you can say if it's the girl or not. So is Dawn one to reread?
Dorothy is the one girl.
Dorothy.
That he kind of likes. Maisie's kind of like a bit. Maisie and Dorothy are best friends. Dorothy kind of likes Keith. Keith kind of likes her.
Like, totally dude.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a good book. I don't know if I would reread it, but it was really good. But I also don't reread books.
I don't reread books, but I love all the Melanie Dickinson. I'll reread those forever. I love Anne, and I'll reread those forever. But I don't reread books. Ready, Ben?
Okay,
So, we will do a little bit of reading. You guys always see me reading on vlogs. I'm probably, I don't know if I'll share. We'll see. When the sun rose pink of the dust of the road, we fell in with a band of men and women and children from Sidon. From one man I bought a donkey for Mehetabel to ride, but the little flute player was so young and tired that Mehetabel put her on its back first a while to regain her strength. I was surprised, for she had never given much thought to the feelings of slaves. Perhaps, I thought, it was because she had come close to being one herself. The man had not wanted to sell his beast at first, but had finally agreed. "Surely I have no use for silver on this road," he said. "Still it may be useful where we're going." "Where are you going?" "Into the hills," he replied, "as far from the coast as I can get." "Have you not heard," I asked him, "that the cities in the hills have been taken by the tribesmen?" The man shrugged hopelessly. "Whoever they are," he said, "they can be no worse than the sea people." Suddenly his shoulders shook with sobs. "Sidon," he cried, "my beautiful Sidon, the queen of the seas, they have slain her elders." Okay, it's been about, what I read for like an hour and a half. I read for an hour. Okay, read for an hour and a half. We did Narnia, and then we finished our Hittite warrior, which is about 34 pages. But when you get close to the end, you just want to finish the book. So we did that. So one more book wrapped up for a homeschool year. Anyway, my daughter is doing a video call with her friends. So I'm actually going to go get to work on the computer. I've got work that I've got to get scheduled in, and then maybe do that for an hour, and then I'll start dinner.
Stop. Go away. I want to do my own.
Good job! You learned to spell your name.
Yeah, he's like, whatever.
That's a good thing.
J-O.
Is that how you make a J?
Mm-mm.
Are you spelling something else, John?
Yeah.
Do you know what you're spelling? Okay.
I-O-U.
Looks like you're almost spelling love. You just need an E on there. Can you make an E?
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Right here.
Yeah, you should.
Ben.
You're gonna buy it or no?
Gear on it that you turn
I'll start looking for one at a thrift store.
Oh my god.
Here you go.
Well, I already own it.
We'll use some butter.
Shining star upon the highest
Hey, hey.
Katie, this is her. You told me. See, that can happen.
I have some nutcrackers, but don't do those ones.
And look at this. We can't find the stocking.
We had to get rid of it.
No, we didn't. I made those stockings. There's no way I would have gotten rid of them.
Hey, this looks like a baby milk.
Yeah, bottle. It says baby's first Christmas. You gotta look at the year to figure out who has that.
What?
It's 2008. This is mine. It says baby's first Christmas 2008. That would be me because I would be.
You were 2007. Your first Christmas.
Oh yeah,
Not.
2 months after my.
Mom, is this mine?
I think that was Daddy's, but you can hang it. Do you know what that
Daddy
is?
to come in here.
I don't think this isn't Daddy's thing. He doesn't. Don't do this one with all the little flowers, because that's all that is pins.
What is it? I don't know.
Yeah, don't do that. All that is
It's-
what?
It's a moose.
Mom, all this is
I have so many.
You should be sleeping.
I know, it's gonna turn off soon.
Go to sleep. Love you.
Goodbye. Good night.
Uh-huh. Good night, Stephen.
Good night.
I'm gonna be so tired tomorrow. Well, that's it, folks. Good afternoon. Good evening.